You know who I'm gonna call out for my next fight?
Who?
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather?
Yes.
That's huge.
I'll offer Floyd Mayweather $100 million.
Oh my God.
$100 million.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So Oscar De La Hoya offers Floyd Mayweather $100 million for a rematch. Few moments later, Floyd Mayweather accepted the offer. It's amazing to me that Floyd Mayweather continues to make more money while he's retired in one fight than what majority of the stars in boxing and the UFC make in their entire career. So far, Floyd Mayweather made $500 million as a retired fighter. He made $350 million fighting Conor McGregor, $20 to $30 million in Japan's exhibition that lasted 30 seconds. And this year alone, Floyd Mayweather made over $100 million fighting Logan Paul in an exhibition that sold well over 1 million pay-per-view. However, you have people like Teofimo Lopez who want to claim Floyd Mayweather is desperate for attention, till Floyd Mayweather stole his fight date where he managed to kick him out of that weekend, and Teo haven't fought till this day. And you have all of these haters who claim Floyd Mayweather is broke, he's going broke, so on and so forth.
What $100 million fighter look like? Still got $100 million, and then he never touched this shit.
Not realizing, besides making over $1 billion in the sport of boxing, Floyd Mayweather structured a deal with Al Heyman, PBC, and Showtime, where he gets to make $1 million every month for the rest of his life. Let me repeat. Every month, Floyd Mayweather receives $1 million check for the rest of his life. Floyd Mayweather makes $12 million a year off his TMT merch alone. We don't even have to talk about what he's making as a promoter for appearances and his assets, so on and so forth. However, let the haters tell it. Floyd Mayweather going broke, even though he made over $100 million in an exhibition in 24 freaking minutes. See, in all reality, the haters are a reflection of themselves. When they say Floyd Mayweather is broke, they actually talking about themselves. They looking at themselves in the mirror when they say that. Because there is no man that has all the money in the world that's gonna go on the net to call someone that has money broke. Hate him or love him, Floyd Mayweather is a trendsetter. He made Olympic-style drug testing the norm in majority of these mega fights. You see, every fighter tries to do the shoulder roll. Floyd Mayweather does an exhibition in Japan. Now, majority of these retired fighters want to do an exhibition, including Oscar De La Hoya, which is how we got here today. Now, to no surprise, old media desperately tried to find anything to criticize Floyd Mayweather for. Even if it doesn't exist, they will make shit up. Excuse my language. They reporting that Floyd Mayweather is only willing to fight Oscar De La Hoya under one condition, and one condition only. He wants 100 million or more, guaranteed. As if Oscar De La Hoya wasn't the one that made the offer, and Floyd Mayweather simply accepted. Therefore, why would Floyd Mayweather take the fight for anything less? That would be mad dumb on his behalf. Pretty much, here is the conversation old media is telling us should go down. Floyd, here's 100 million. Nah. I take 50 million. I don't really need 100. And you know what? I don't want it to be guaranteed either. You got that, Oscar? Now y'all see how silly that sounds? With the same nonsense logic, that's exactly how old media put the blame on Floyd Mayweather for the Pacquiao fight not taking place back in 2009. Even though it was Pacquiao who turned down a 50-50 split when it came to everything, all because of a drug test. Therefore, either Pacquiao was on the forbidden fruit, or he wanted no smoke with Prime Mayweather and wanted to delay the fight in order to age Floyd Mayweather. He wanted to age him out. And would you believe, old media put the blame on Floyd Mayweather to this day. And back in the day, they had the audacity to tell Floyd Mayweather, or ask Floyd Mayweather, I should say, why wouldn't you fight Pacquiao, even if he is on steroids? Aren't you the best in the world? These are the top of silly questions Floyd Mayweather had to put up with. They wanted Floyd to put his life on the line in order to see the best clean fighter in the world against the best cheater in the world. But to make matter worse, they won't even title it that way. That's when Jim Lampley, the decaf's wizard, he justified and pushed for the use of steroids in the sport of boxing, legally. I kid you not, as if these fighters' life is not on the line. These are a pinch of salt of the double standards Floyd Mayweather had to deal with his entire career. Even back in 2007, when Oscar De La Hoya turned down a rematch with Floyd Mayweather, the decafs still blamed that on Floyd. If a plane falls right now, they probably blame it on Floyd. Anything that happens, they blame it on Floyd. This is the decaf's logic. I mean, Floyd Mayweather chased Oscar De La Hoya down. He moved up 5 weight classes. He called out Oscar De La Hoya for a decade till he got the fight. He gave Oscar De La Hoya the lion's share, 80-20 or something crazy like that. He accepted every single Oscar De La Hoya demand, from bigger gloves, move up another weight class, to a smaller ring, so on and so forth. And when Floyd Mayweather beat him, Floyd gave him a rematch. However, Oscar De La Hoya declined the offer because he still wanted the lion's share. 80-20 or 70-30 split. Something crazy like that coming off a loss, even though Floyd was pound for pound #1, undefeated, one of the biggest stars in the world, and after he beat Oscar, he became the biggest star in the world. But that was a way for Oscar to turn down the fight. There is more than one way to duck. One way is to price yourself out, which that's exactly what Oscar De La Hoya did. And these decafs want to blame Floyd for everything. Now Oscar De La Hoya is begging for the rematch. It's funny how the world turns. I guess he didn't like what Belfort did to Holyfield, since he completely forgot about that fight. Nevertheless, drop your thoughts in the comment section below, subscribe below, and click on the notification bell to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, TV. Peace, and I'm on to the next one.